protests across the U.S., growing pushback to President Donald Trump's numerous executive orders, targeting everything from foreign aid to federal spending to immigration.
What brought you out here today?
To support immigrants and to fight for the people, for the ones who can't, and basically just to show Trump that he can't take originally what's ours.
We're not going to be a nation that slides into fascism. We are not going to go backwards on human rights, on women's rights, on reproductive rights, on immigrants' rights, on the rule of law. We're just not.
But as people march in the streets, the Trump administration is doubling down, especially on mass deportations. There are reports that Trump is angry with the pace of detentions and expulsions, which have lagged behind the Biden administration, a sentiment his border czar, Tom Homan, echoed on CNN this weekend.
I'm not happy with the numbers because we got a lot of criminals to find. We got to increase the targeting production. So we're doing that now. We're increasing the targeting. We're increasing the teams out there in the field.
But in the coming weeks, there may be less insight into what some agents are actually doing. According to the American cable network News Nation, Border Patrol agents are no longer using body cameras to record their actions. Government officials say the cameras pose a security risk after social media posts showed how to identify agents. But the move is raising questions about transparency and accountability for agents in the field. National Guard troops and state troopers here in Texas have also now been given extraordinary power to detain, arrest, and help deport people caught crossing into the U.S. illegally. The first group of 300 are now undergoing some basic training. While it's common for the federal government to work with state and local law enforcement, experts say using the military for immigration arrests is highly unusual.
It's one thing for the military to kind of transport or, be a physical barrier on the border. It's another thing for them to ascertain or try to ascertain someone's legal status when we know that police have a hard time doing that.
And despite a pledge from the White House to speed up deportations, pending cases could face fresh delays after the Justice Department fired 20 immigration judges in the past week without explanation, adding to a backlog of 3.7 million cases. But the point, experts say, may be to bypass the courts altogether, getting undocumented migrants out of the country as quickly as possible. Toni Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.